Welcome, my conscious family. Today, I want to explain to you what is the difference between the subconscious and the conscious mind. What is the body? What is the nervous system, emotions, and how all of these plays important role when it comes to manifesting. I don't like to share exercises and tips and tricks because there is so many, but this is actually going to be very valuable, fundamental information and knowledge that you must understand in order to actually reprogram your mind. For everybody who is new, welcome to the channel. My name is Irena. I am an intuitive, sometimes I channel messages here, but I also educate on the topics of manifestation, spiritual awakening, and I'm happy to be your friend, your guide, your family on your spiritual awakening journey. So, people are trying to manifest using the conscious mind, using affirmations when they are awake in their conscious state. But why they are not working is because the subconscious is the actual womb of creation. So if subconscious mind rejects any information, affirmation that conscious mind is repeating, let's say, I am successful, I am rich, but your subconscious mind doesn't accept this idea, okay, then it's not going to work. So the subconscious mind is, I believe, even more than 95% of our overall, let's say, programs and everything that's been going on. Everything is going on subconsciously. All the programs, all the patterns, the habits, everything um, is working subconsciously. Only 5% is the conscious mind. And the subconscious mind is the actual womb of creation. So you need to actually put the ideas of what you want in the subconscious mind. And there are ways to do that. First, I wanted to discuss a bit what is the conscious mind and what is the subconscious mind. So, the conscious mind we use when we want to analyze something, it's the logical thinking, planning, setting a vision. It's when you think about what it is that I want. So, you use your conscious mind to create your vision board. But then you need to actually implement this idea in the subconscious. And the subconscious actually works best when our brain waves are in theta state. When we are in hypnotic state, so in trance, like hypnosis can actually work on us, is in this state of brain waves. They are theta waves, and also so you cannot actually enter the subconscious through the conscious mind, if that makes sense. You need to prepare yourself in a way and open the gates to the subconscious, and you open the gates when you put yourself in that state of mind. So that's why you heard it many times. The minute you wake up, or just before sleep is even better, is when your brain waves slow down, the gates are open, and you can actually implement the idea much faster. Of course, you can put yourself in this state in any moment. Myself, I can, because I healed a lot, and I will explain also why this is important. But I can put myself in this state very fast. I can slow down my brain waves. I can literally put myself in a trance state. Like, I literally know how to enter this state in any moment. So, the subconscious mind is the womb of creation. All the ideas, everything that is there is, projected, outwards, right? So, all the ideas, and then the world reflects what's inside your subconscious. Okay, I have a little bit pain here. Sorry, guys, but bear with me here. This is really, really important. Why I said I healed. So, I don't want to say I am better than everyone. I never want to say that, and I don't think that. But what I mean is that I did really a lot of work on myself, a lot of work on myself. And one of the biggest work that I'm the most proud of is I really, really rewired my brain, and I healed and processed stuck emotions in my body. And this is really crucial when it comes to manifesting, because you have the nervous system is all through your body. It's not only in the brain, like the neurons, it's all through your body. When you don't process an emotion, it gets stuck in your nervous system. Okay. And then your nervous system perceives something that you want to manifest as a threat because of this stuck emotion. It feels unsafe. Okay, so that's why when you process the emotions you release, you create space to manifest what it is that you want. And reprogramming of the mind is called its neuroplasticity, is the ability to actually change even physically your brain. And how you do that is, I want you to understand that everything that's happening, like subconscious, you're not even thinking about it. That's how I like to say, you're not aware of these patterns of thoughts that are happening, in the background, as the background noise. And you're going through your day. There's like so many thoughts. These neural pathways are so strong because this is something that you thought about before, and these pathways are created, and then the information is running through so much faster, easier. You don't even need to use your conscious mind because it's just happening. The worry, the projection, the this. And so, how do you reprogram your mind? There are many, many ways. Uh, but you need to open the gates, right? So whether it's a hypnosis, somatic work, EFT tapping, or like whatever you want to do, use meditative state, visualization, you open the gate when subconscious is receptive, and you implement the ideas from the conscious mind, the ideas that you have that you consciously decided, this is what I want. You implement them in the subconscious mind, and then they are projected in your out world. So, one of the ways also that I 100% am sure that I reprogrammed my mind was not only by, putting myself in this state, and then whether it was the visualization that I was using by myself, or I was listening to something from, subliminal messages or hypnosis, or somebody was performing hypnosis on me. It doesn't matter, but so this is the way to open the gates for the subconscious. But one of the ways I also did it is that I was aware during my day, and I was using my focused attention, and this is what I also teach my clients, confirmation. I was using my focused attention to actually focus on the things that I want to see. And by doing this, I was creating new neural pathways in my brain. And it is exactly like going to the gym. The first day, you need to use a lot of, focus and attention and conscious mind, and you don't understand, and you're aware, and you need to, be very slow. But the more you do it, you don't even need to think about it anymore. Just, you're doing the exercises without even thinking about it, right? So the same thing happened for me. For example, if I wanted to manifest love in my life, I was using my focused attention to, to really focus and almost find and be as a detective in my reality, and to look and to see and to talk about the couples who are happy in love. Or if I want to manifest money, I was watching this podcast and learning about these people, how they made so much money. And then I was like, and it was hard. It's much easier to shut down and to just, be like this and be totally unaware and just go throughout your day doing the same things all over again and being stuck in your patterns. Trust me, it is much, much easier. I also, would like to do that sometimes, but I can't, because once you awaken to the truth of how everything works, in your body, in your mind, in your brain, nervous system, and everything else, you just can't go backwards. So I like to use both. So I use the conscious mind throughout my day to consciously pick out the words that I use, because words are spells. I consciously try my best to focus my attention on the things that I want, and vice versa. So, if somebody is telling me a story which is negative about something that I want to manifest, I'm going to listen to that person, but I'm not going to take it on. And this is the crucial thing here. Take it on means I'm not going to be emotionally involved in the story. That doesn't mean that I am apathic, towards this person. I mean, of course, if my sister or my best friend or my friend shares something with me, I will probably be very emotionally, involved. I will feel the feelings and everything. But I mean, generally, if someone just comes to me on the street and they want to complain about something, I completely reject this. I don't participate in the conversation, which is crucial here. So I use my conscious mind to decipher, because the subconscious mind cannot choose. The subconscious mind accepts any idea you put in it. But the conscious mind is the analytical one, so I can choose actually, okay, I don't want to feed this garden. You can imagine as if, there are two gardens. One garden is the garden of your old self, and the new garden is the garden of your new self, everything that you actually want. And everything you do, everything you say, everything you think about, you feel, waters one of these two gardens. So I choose to consciously water the garden that I actually want to flourish. But of course, sometimes I do things that I know water the past self. I'm going to be very honest with you. I am human. I am not perfect. When I indulge myself watching, some TV shows that I know are about drama, toxicity, jealousy, maybe even murder, if I'm watching a movie, I know that these ideas are not something I want. And I'm being very vulnerable here, but I want to be honest. So I am aware these ideas are not something that I want to water in my life. I know that. Nobody can tell me, oh, but it's nothing, it's just a movie, because I am already aware that it's not just a movie. It is never just a movie. And I am very aware when I sing a song about drinking or something that I am aware of these things. But because I try to be completely always aware and perfect and just do everything how it's supposed to be and always water the garden that I want, to be honest, at one point it felt a bit like work. Okay. And I don't want this to feel like work. I want this to feel easy. I want this to feel beautiful. I don't want to feel like I need to, work that much, right? So that's just my opinion, and I'm very, very honest with you. So sometimes I do indulge myself in the TV series or the music or something that I know that the lyrics are not perfect and probably I shouldn't be singing that song, but sometimes I just want to do that. So I'm just being very honest. um, and yeah, you can choose your path, but I just want you to at least be aware, and when you do that, to consciously decide, okay, I'm gonna watch one episode, not like 6 episodes. Because trust me, especially when you are groggy and sleepy and you're watching something filled with violence, and you're in that like theta waves, brain waves, you're literally, your gate to your subconscious are open, and as I said, subconscious cannot choose whether or not it accepts an idea, it just does. So if you're in this state of like sleepiness, and you watch a movie filled with violence, you're literally putting this in your subconscious, and you don't want to do that. So just be careful before sleep. What do you watch? What do you read? Especially because that's when your gate to the subconscious are open. So I use my conscious mind, and also teach my clients how to use their attention and focus to actually, create new neural pathways that send another signal to the brain. Hey, it is possible to be happy in love. Hey, it is possible to be rich. Hey, it is possible for someone from Balkans to be a successful business owner, or whatever the paradigm may be. You can change your belief by also using your conscious mind and guiding your focused attention, which of course takes time. That's why using your subconscious in the way where you just project, the idea inside, it's much faster. How you can do that, I already said many different things, but it's important to understand that the feeling is also crucial here. So when you feel, as Neville Goddard said, the feeling of the wish fulfilled, you're actually, um, your brain doesn't know the difference if it's happening right now, or if it's something from the past, or if it's you're just imagining the future. It doesn't know the difference. It is literally sending messages to your nervous system in your body that it's actually happening, and you feel the feelings, and you use your five senses. And trust me, this is how you can bridge the gap between the now and between the future that you want. Nervous system, as I said, when you don't experience emotions fully, which by the way, if you do, it's only, I think, 90 seconds long, which is insanity, because we don't do that. We don't let ourselves experience the emotion. But if you do, it's literally like 90 seconds, and it's gone, like it's released if you go fully into it. If you don't, it gets stuck, and over time it creates, diseases, honestly. um I mean, at this point we all know that, I guess. We all have a spiritual body, emotional body, physical body. When a disease is already in the physical body, I mean, it doesn't start there, it starts at the spiritual body. So if you can, heal before it gets to the physical, but of course sometimes it does, which is fine. But I just want you to understand that it happens in the emotional body first, when it comes before the physical. So heal your stuck emotions. How do you heal them? You need to feel them. I know it's scary, but feel in order to heal is a real deal. And how you can feel in order to heal, as I said, you can use tapping, you can use breath work, you can use somatic movement, any way you want. Sometimes I showed all the exercises that I use. I like to tap on my heart chakra, crying, screaming, really feeling the feeling and then releasing it. It helps me so much. And as I said, this is crucial when it comes to manifesting as well. You need to do this. Okay, this is not a question mark. This is very, very important, because when your nervous system has all these unprocessed emotions, fear, and all these traumas, trauma doesn't exist outside of you. All of this exists inside of you, in a way, in these emotions. It doesn't exist, it's not outside of you. And so when you have all this, stuckness inside of you, these agitations, even if you want to consciously manifest something, but your subconscious mind perceives this as something bad because of these emotions. It's like, I have so much fear inside of my nervous system that I just can't put myself out there because it feels unsafe. And the biggest thing when it comes to our brain is that it's not wired to make you happy and to make you successful. It is wired in a way to make you safe. So even when you are suffering, you already know, your brain knows that you already survived all of this. So it is better to stay in a toxic relationship or without money because you already know that you can survive this. But if you want to create something new, the resistance that you feel, and this is the key here, the resistance that you feel doesn't show that it's not for you. It is just showing that it's new. Okay, I want you to take this moment, set this intention, and write down in the comments, I feel in order to heal. I feel in order to heal. So, I hope you stayed until here. For everyone who stayed, bravo for you, because this is really, really important lesson. Listen many times, take notes, do your research on this. The more you practice, the more you can rewire your brain, whether you choose to enter the subconscious and open the gates and plant your plants inside, or you use your focus and attention to be a detective and find all the reasons why you can manifest something and also heal whatever you choose to do. And you should, of course, obviously do everything that I mentioned for the best and fastest results. Just know everything that you already thought about and felt, it's very easy. Those are your patterns and they feel normal and easy for you, even though you are suffering. When you try to think about new ideas, it is almost painful in a way because it's new. It's like these new thoughts, I need to use my attention. Like, I cannot just fall asleep and watch a reality, but I need to use my attention to think about my words, and there is a certain level of resistance. But you need to understand that this resistance is a part of the journey, and it is normal. Feeling uncomfortable, it is normal. Okay, if you want to work on reprogramming your mind, you can book a free consultation with me to see how I can help you to do that, so that you can shift your beliefs, you can implement and water the garden that you actually want to see flourish, and then, of course, you will. You don't need to ask the how and the when. I always talk about this, but you only need to focus on these things that I mentioned here. How can I use my focused attention to actually be careful when it comes to what am I consuming, what am I focusing on, what am I talking about, what am I thinking about, and then implementing new ideas in your subconscious mind constantly. I listen to subliminals every single night for 8 hours. I listen to subliminals. I do visualization every morning. I put myself in the feeling state. I do Kundalini yoga before sleep as well. I write my gratitude journal that is also using my conscious mind to focus on the things that I want in my life, that I'm grateful for. And the more you are focused, of course, on that, that becomes your reality. Nothing can ever exist in your reality that wasn't first in your subconscious. Nothing. Nothing. There is no such a thing that you can experience that you were not believing that it's possible, that you were not knowing that it's true for you. So that's what you need to take care about. Don't think about the when and the how, because that's up to the divine. It's not up to you. These are the things that are up to you. And these are the work that you need to do. It is work. Sometimes I'd rather just watch TV and indulge myself in nothingness, but trust me, I am very well aware what it does to my brain, and I don't want to water that garden. Okay, so if you want to work with me, there is a way you can book a free consultation. We can see if and how, we are a match for your transformational journey. I would like to support you. Of course, I love to see my clients manifesting their dream jobs, shifting their mindset completely, tapping into their intuition as well. Which, of course, as an intuitive, it's very, very important. And I think that intuition is number one, but that's a story for another video. If you want to connect on Instagram, there is my handle in the description box down below. Other than that, subscribe to my channel, like the video. It does help me so much. I create every day these videos for months now, and I try really my best to be here and support my family. So the way you can support and in sort of way exchange the energy is by liking the video, sharing with someone, commenting, or of course, if you want to support me, it's not expected, but I highly appreciate. There is a PayPal link below as well. Thank you for your support. Thank you, family, so much. I'm so grateful to have you here. If you have any questions or you want me to talk about a certain topic, let me know down in the comments. Stay conscious and remember to have fun.